What's going on, guys and girls? Thank you all for tuning in, stopping by. As always, guys, welcome to my channel. I am Vampyr96. For those of you who don't know who I am, it's probably because I'm usually a YouTube streamer. It is my first time streaming to Twitch, so bear with me, guys. See how it goes. Just tweet something out real quick and we will start the rodeo. Tweeting something out real quick. Okay. Perfect. What's going on, guys? As always, thank you all so much for tuning in. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Probably all you guys are, as we are streaming Twitch today. We're not doing our usual YouTube stream. If you enjoy the stream, please feel free to hit me with that nice, sweet follow button. Also, I would highly appreciate it if you guys would refer my channel to each and every single one of your friends, family members, co-workers, uncles, aunts, neighbors. Just help support the stream, help my channel grow, and I will do my best to entertain you guys each and every single day and bring you guys some fresh, new, more entertainment and more high quantity of videos, guys. This stream most definitely will also be on my YouTube channel later on. So for those of you who would like to view it there, just go on straight on to YouTube, and my YouTube page is actually the same thing as on here, which is JoseVRBZ96. Time to say, guys, it's time to chill out, sit back, get some popcorn, and go stream. Have fun, guys. Happy streaming. Okay, for those of you who are wondering what game this is, probably you guys have heard about it or have seen it by now. We are streaming Vampyr. Vampyr is a game developed by Donut. For those of you who don't know who are Donut, or the company Donut Stone Knight is actually the company who brought to you guys, I forget the name, Life is Strange. Same developers who made Life is Strange, the original one, that is, made this game as well. So I really did enjoy Life is Strange. So once I heard they were making this game, I was like, why not? So yeah, I'm very excited to play this game, to stream this game for you. And let's do this.
12 dreams for the Red Queen under crown of stone. 8 voracious beasts born from 8 restless nights. 4 nails piercing the flesh of the sinner. 1 prayer for the summoned, called by this song. 'Tis perhaps the countdown to a once proud city of London. 'Tis perchance her inhabitants' last dance alone to face death and pestilence. Confronted by the eerie and unknown, mortals became desperate for answers. A flock's flight omen, the falling of a star, a dire presage. Turning to priests for interpretation when there was no reason to be found. When religion failed, men turned to science. I saw them build such vain cities, crafting machines made for endless war. New questions flourished as old answers withered. What is darkness but lurking sun? What is wall but enslaved stone? What is glass but tortured sand? What is song but a call to arms? What is hate but jilted love? What is life but death pending? Since the apple was plucked from the sacred tree, mortality was believed to be God's punishment. A righteous snare to keep mankind from ascending to the stars. They were all so wrong. Death is not a wicked thing, nor some holy retribution. A true punishment.
What have you done?
Mary! Oh, no. Mary! Hold on. Please, hold on. Oh, God. Mary.
Mary, what have you done?
No.
But if she was bitten, does she turn to a vampire as well?
It's a nightmare.
Also,
No!
that's how the story goes.
Please, a moment, let me explain. These patrols are...
How about if I remove, or at least turn this off? What happened next?
After me. No! No! Don't shoot! This is a nightmare. I need to get out of here. This can't be happening.
Yeah, it is running smoother. Alright.
Come back here and fire!
No! Please! Stop! I mean you no harm. What's going on? Oh, Mary. What have I done? What's all this about?
Shit, where'd it go?
Now, I can defend myself.
Kill that thing! Over there!
Who are you? Stay back! Sorry, but you left me no choice. Who are you? Stupid beast! Sorry. No, please, stop!
Burn him! That's what you do.
Who are you?
Fuck his boss!
What do you want? I mean you no harm. I need help.
Die, you fucking leech!
Please, listen to me. I can't make any sense of this.
Shut up, beast!
Who are you? What is this all about? What in God's name?
I'll do the rest of the job.
Just leave me. The sun. It feels like it's burning me to the bone. I need to find somewhere to hide.
Right now!
Let me go! I need to find shelter. Is anybody there? What is this place? The place seems abandoned. I should be safe enough here.
Guys, there's gonna be notes in the game, which I'm gonna just pass on through because I did read the notes before playing. You know, I kind of know about a little bit about the backstory before even starting to play this. So, some of the notes I have.
Mary!
Therefore, if you guys want to see it for yourselves or read it for yourselves, please feel free
Mary,
to pause the video.
I'm
or pause
sorry.
The stream, and
Whoever did
take it on
this
from there.
to us. The sun is high. I cannot leave
If you're
now.
wondering what notes I'm talking about, I'll show you guys in a minute.
Let's run through his pockets.
Picking the pockets? Are you serious?
Still a rent to pay. He's got no more responsibilities. What's this? Go watch.
Beautiful it is. We fancy it in shenanigans. I suppose we are undertakers. Now, give him an Eve.
That's impossible.
Jesus. That's been pretty good.
12 dreams for the Red Queen that sleeps under crown stone, that she might linger longer, her eyes as white as wool.
Who goes there?
Google's there. Love you guys, by the way.
Who's there? Are you referring to me?
Oh yeah, some little backstory about this game. Jonathan here is actually a doctor.
No!
And I believe the year is 1918.
I still have so much
Which is
to
the era of
accomplish.
the Spanish flu in England. So that's where their story takes place.
I still have so much left that needs doing.
Johnny, this one's lost. We need to leave. And now!
No! There's time. I can save him.
That's the enemy coming! The orders are to evacuate the hospital!
Done. He'll live.
And now what?
We fight. Killing is a hell of a lot easier than healing. No, it never got easy.
This is the note, or one of the notes that I was telling you guys. So if you guys have not read this note, or this diary, then please feel free to pause the video and take it from there. Okay.
This makes no sense. None of it. No sense at all. It's a nightmare. That's it. So be it. Rational thinking only.
It has begun. Vampyr. Brought to Price. Donald Studios. Brought to you from Donald Studios, I should say.
This is absolute madness. I've lost touch with the real madness. It is. James blood in sunlight, glowing with flesh.
So this is how you upgrade Jonathan here. Well, there is elevating his health bar, making his attack stronger, which that is what I'm doing right now. Increasing his stamina, so on and so forth. This is how you do that.
Voice in my head.
Chapter 1, 14.
If I'm not mad, then it must belong to the one who made me what I am. I must find him to understand what I have become.
Excuse me, trying to sleep here. Bit of
These
privacy.
people want me dead. I need to leave now.
Sheesh. People could be rude on these days. How rude.
Here's the leech. Here!
My head's spinning.
Oi! Come on, you coward! Clever fucking beasts.
I'm still in Southwark.
Over there!
I must.
Die,
Strength. strength I never knew I had.
This one stinks already.
This shouldn't be possible. Every sinew, every fiber of my being is afire. I feel like a child learning the limits of body. My strength, my reflexes. I'm not human anymore.
Quarantine, contagious disease. One shall enter or leave quarantine area without written of the local health authority. An unauthorized employee of the shall alter, destroy, or remove this card. Violate this regulation will be fined.
My poor sister. If only I had controlled my need for blood. Mary, someone will pay for what happened to you. For what happened to us. I have this thirst for blood. The dizziness from the jump. I can now control it.
So Jonathan's getting stronger as we speak.
This is despicable. What will London have to say to me? I've so many questions unanswered. Another corpse. Have the very streets of London become a mausoleum?
Now, before playing this game, I did saw a small clip, I would say, or small documentation, I think, or I read something upon it. I'm not sure, I don't remember that much, but the developers from
The man has been drained
this game,
of all
which is
blood.
Slowdown, actually
I can still smell the scent of it.
studied about the Spanish flu during multiple encyclopedias of 1918.
I follow
Pretty
the
cool.
scent's trail.
I
Perhaps it
also
will lead me to
read
my
that
assailant.
They actually visited locations of England just to make it as authentic as possible.
Fresh. But where has everyone gone?
Nice, we found a hideout.
At last,
Welcome, sir, to
a
the
little
Temple,
life.
sir. God, sir, you look like Jonah's whale, just you out of hell. Can I get you a drink?
No, thank you. I'm not thirsty.
Well,
Yeah,
grab a chair
right.
and get some rest. This is going to be another long night.
I'm looking for someone who might have passed through here recently. Wondered if you might help.
It's been quiet tonight. The only other person I've seen went straight up to his room. Thought it was kind of rude, actually.
You mean he's still here?
Well, yeah. He paid for the entire week.
I need to meet this man. I have questions.
Just climb the stairs and knock on the first door. I heard him open his window, so I guess he's still awake. And, sir...
Yes?
No funny business. You hear me? This is a respectable establishment.
Damn it. I think drink no longer stirs me.
This is no place for you. Bewell has several patrols roaming the area.
They do not pursue me.
They're looking for vampires, and they're most efficient.
They'll not relent until the killer has been identified.
I have a common objective, but I require...
I think someone is eavesdropping.
Do you, sir? You might as well come in, whoever you are.
Slowly, vampire. Who are you? I mean you no harm, saith the vampire. Present yourself. I need a word. With anyone.
Well, that's something I can do for you. And who might you be?
I'm not sure that I know anymore.
Might I at least learn the reason of your presence?
That's none of your concern.
Sir, you have entered my room in the middle of the night, pale as a corpse and shaking like a tree. So please, indulge me.
Someone is molesting people. In fact, killing them. Biting them.
The calling card of a vampire. Like you.
I've been hunted down in the streets and attacked. I'm a victim here, too.
I believe...
You are not a vampire. Who or what are you?
Dr. Edgar Swanley of the Brotherhood of St. Paul. I'm performing an independent investigation here in an attempt to understand precisely what is going on.
Then help me find the culprit.
I may, if you'll first tell me why you opened this door.
I followed a trail. The scent of blood from a recent victim. It led me here.
You thought I was your aggressor. That explains a great deal. We're both chasing the same shadow.
No, we are not. I seek the cruel predator who brought this upon me. This is my personal affair.
You should let me handle this affair. You've no idea what you're up against.
No. I will find the monster. He is mine.
How will you do any better than I? But then let me ask you this. What are your intentions if you find the killer?
I'll end him.
Then I can only wish you good hunting. And pray we shall meet again.
If Swansea is not my attacker, it means somebody else came here tonight. I wondered if I could ask for your help.
Wow, you look like you need a drink.
Yes. I apologize for my outfit. It's been a long night.
Been there, seen that. Don't worry, things can only get worse.
I'll leave you to your bottle then.
Evening, sir. Can I help you?
I have a few questions for you.
Well, if you must.
I spoke to Dr. Swansea. He's not the man I'm looking for. Now, I want the truth.
The truth? What do you mean?
I suspect that someone else was here tonight, and I don't think Tom wants to tell me about it.
I'm just the barmaid here, okay? If Tom says you're the only visitor we had, then you're the only visitor we had.
I can feel your fear, madam. Please, tell me what's going on.
It's Will. William Bishop. He came in here earlier tonight and he... Well, I thought he was going to clock someone.
Tell me about this William Bishop.
Will was a sailor who worked at the cannon factory before he lost that job. A nice bloke, really. He's never been violent. Until tonight.
Why keep it a secret? Why not tell me about it?
Tom's nothing if not loyal. After Will lost his job, he offered him one ear. They used to be good mates. But recently, well... Will started to get very aggressive.
I see. Thank you for your candor. I'll be sure to talk to Tom.
Welcome back. Did you find what you were after?
I can't say I have. Are you sure no one else came into your bar before I arrived?
Hey, I told you, you were the only other stranger I've had.
Tom, talk to me about the visit from your old friend, William.
Yes, Will came by tonight, but he's not my friend anymore.
I need to find him. It's a matter of urgency. Do you know where he is?
You could try his boat. It's up by the North Pier. He sleeps there when he's too drunk to get home.
Please describe him to me.
What do you expect? He's a tall, sick bastard with a bad rash and torn old clothes. William used to be strong. Now he's a mess.
Thank you, Tom.
If you see him, tell him I don't want him back here unless he cleans up his act, okay?
Damn it. I think drink no one else.
Are they stupid or
Eyes just freaking itching. Control, no. Perfect timing, as usual.
Good thing you cannot see me now.
I will get to the bottom of this intrigue. What's been done to me, to this city. The body is still warm. This man has just been drained of blood. This man was armed. He tried to defend himself. What's this? Some sort of note. Blood and empty gin bottles. These men, they're a company of professional vampire hunters. This man was armed. He tried to defend himself. This corpse has been dried of its blood, just like the previous victim. There are blood splats on the other side of the canal. I must reach that barge.
Berserks, out of combat, silently behind an enemy. Oh, wait a minute, here. There's one here.
Over there!
to use your ranged weapon and inflict both standard damage and stun damage. Be aware that your ammo is limited.
Ammunition crate. Good. I may need a lot of bullets. I feel like I'm back on the front line again.
Access my inventory.
Get them weapons ready! Found one! Leech spotted! Steady, boys! Murdering bastard! Christ! He's dead! Over there!
How much XP if you have 795 XP? What can we get with that? Blood capacity, increase your blood capacity. Yes, please. This, you will block your target blood in their veins, making them defenseless. Sharpened wooden stick designed to pierce vampires' hearts. Okay. Use stick. We need a tiny common handle part and lead stick. Okay.
What's this for? There's one of them! Easy does it, boys! Best stay back, sir.
Alright, it says follow the blood trail, which is leads here. This wall over here.
Fresh blood. The whole building reeks of it. The scent is so strong it makes me dizzy. This place reeks of bloodshed.
Must have more.
This creature is bedeviled. I must put it down.
William was an honorable man. I could have saved him.
Mr. Hampton, are you in there?
I knew him well, another lost soul, a kindred spirit.
Sir, listen to the sound of my voice. I'm a doctor. You're suffering from shock.
I must return to my flock. They stray without me.
Remember, certain scowls are every bit as resistant.
Are you? What do you mean by scowl?
You truly are.
Wait. You are the woman from the bar. Are you like me? Can you help me?
I believe, sir, I already have.
Oh, she is like me. Vampire as well.
By George and the Saints, you've solved the mystery of these terrible murders. Patience, good fellows, I've come to offer help. Just give me a moment to secure my boat. We can leave this awful place.
Oliver Swansea, wasn't he the one that was in the bar?
William was not the evil man they claimed. He was just taken by the thirst. He needed his drink.
This man requires medical attention. We'll see he gets to the nearest hospital.
No, please, I almost tend to my fold. My flock needs me.
Better. Go with the good Dr. Swansea. He's resourceful, and I'm sure he'll take good care of you.
You'd best come as well. The sun is soon to rise, and you'll need a place to rest.
I just need a moment. If I can learn something about what has happened to William, I'll be a step closer to understanding what happened to me.
This poor creature can't be my maker. Could it be some subspecies of vampire? I must find a place to analyze the blood.
Where are we headed?
We're on our way to the Pembroke Hospital. It's just across the canal. They'll have a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
William was... What manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim. Who can say? The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Duly noted. Is she?
What woman?
Oh, don't give me for a fool. You used me to locate that skull. You must know who she is.
And I thought you a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back, but I will tell you she values her privacy. Were London as peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal? If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea?
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stole, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reed.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reed, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it! I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain. Dr. Reed. Marvelous.
Have we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
That word, again, from a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
And for that, you are right.
Well, then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this... affliction.
Dr. Reed, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed, and have a place to hide. I even had the forethought to bring some clean clothes. So, what do you say?
It seems I have little choice, but yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan, this is one for the book, and the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Dr. Swansea, thank you.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane, for I bring good news.
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, and Dorothy?
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reed here has just returned from the front. He served King Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes.
Vampyr is good for blood transfusions.
Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have, but what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship doesn't sink. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea, immediately.
Welcome aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. Coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
It's my turn! Oh.
Rotten or pristine, each heart contains the seed of life. Drink at this river, try it all.
Oh, come on, you bastard! I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse!
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
All right, sorry. I am in pain here. My guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
The blood quality indicates how much XP you will obtain from a particular citizen. The higher the blood quantity, the more XP you get. That's why I don't speak about set others to rest myself must be able to hide resistance.
Bring this fading light into the shadows. Dance with him the dance of life and death.
In the back, you bastard! Didn't have the guts to fight me. Fuck you. I'll kill you. I'll kill you.
To taste a life, to embrace its most intimate secrets. Such a burden, such a divine sin.
Come on, I don't have all night. Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I apologize. I needed some time to myself. This has been the longest and strangest night of my life.
You delivered poor Mr. Hampton from a terrible fate. The means to that end should be of little concern, Doctor.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide. You'll find it on the the second floor. Your name on the door.
Thank you. Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has been prepared.
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
So where the heck is the entrance? Found it. Whoops. Never mind.
Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
We have some of the most brilliant minds in London at Pembroke.
Where are the stairs? Where's the receptionist? Okay, so here's the receptionist. Where are the stairs? There it is.
Oil with the fever.
Second floor, you say, huh? Is this it? I think so. Yep.
This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin. William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation.
Again, there's another article here. If you haven't already, guys, read it. It has very important background stories to the game.
But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel the flowers dying. It needs water.
We get as much stamina as we can. Health as well.
I had to learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. But what about my thirst for blood?
Answer the door. Another note. This one seems to be by Edgar Griff Swansea.
Come on, I don't have all night.
Yes, Nurse Crane? How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
A crisis, you say?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
What type of hospital are you running? No antiseptics?
Long, Doctor. With the war and now this epidemic, supplies have been running scarce for months now.
I may have a solution. In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a big problem, and we had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
However do you mean?
So he's French?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead. Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke. And space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this morgue?
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary. It opens a small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital. A small door at the end of a narrow street. On my way then. Thank you, nurse.
Okay, so I need to bring antiseptic. This is what the nurse asked for.
It's locked.
It's locked. Okay, so where... Oh, okay, I see. We're here.
Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate.
So we're supposed to go upstairs.
Behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This key will surely grant me access to the basement.
What the heck?
I cannot enter. Balls of Mars, fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective. But they do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful.
Oh. Get the crap out of me.
These skulls feed from corpses and the husks of animals. They're not after blood. Mr. Connor's injuries don't match the report. I'd better look into this. Traces of a pinkish foam at the corner of the lips. Some sort of drug overdose, perhaps? Multiple abrasions and scarring on the arms and legs. Old and distinctive injuries of a sailor or a fisherman. The chest was originally opened to perform the operation. The sutures are clean, but the chest has been reopened.
Does it make sense?
A puncture over the left lung, possibly a chest tube insertion. Not the cleanest work, but I think it was successful. Signs of internal bleeding.
Jesus.
So, Dr. Tippett's anesthetics were incorrectly dosed, causing the patient's death. And then he tried to operate on him again. Tippett has made an egregious error, and we talked. Skulls can be so ferocious. I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger. To drink blood is so tempting.
Sodium hypochlorite. Dangerous to administer, but efficient in the proper dosage.
How do you equip weapons? I'd like to know how to equip weapons. Oh, come on, man. What are we supposed to do? Craft a treatment for fatigue. Craft the truth. Fatigue. There it is. Bring medicine to Dorothy Crane in the patient room. She's downstairs, right? Fourth floor. Serious enough. Oh. Maybe inside. Oh, wait a minute. There is, 1 second. What's her name?
Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
There it is.
Dr. Swansea has
Where's
already
Charlie,
told
guys?
us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
Tell me what Dr. Tippett did. I know his mistake caused a patient's death.
If I had not covered up his error, Dr. Tippett would have been fired from this hospital. I could not let that happen.
You can't allow your emotions to dictate, Nurse Brannigan.
Look around you, Dr. Do you think we can afford to lose a brilliant practitioner like Dr. Tippett in our situation?
Perhaps you did it with the best intentions, Nurse Brannigan, but you took a great risk. Must I remind you that a man died?
You mean you've never made a mistake? Never covered your tracks? Come on, Doctor. I wasn't born yesterday.
Do you require medical assistance, nurse?
Thank you for your concern, but I'm fine.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Wouldn't care. After she did what she did. Okay, now it's Target, Corcoran, Tippets. About medical. Alright. Where are you, sir? There you are.
Good evening, sir.
So it is true. The famous Dr. Reed has joined us. I can't think of any better news during these terrible times.
Do we know each other?
Actually, yes. We met once before, at the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippett, yes, I remember. I was assisting Professor Carell in his research about coronary bypasses. He had nothing but praise for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now. Eminent surgeon and blood transfusions.
Mr. Connor, how did he die? What happened?
He was impatient. He died because of my mistake. That's the blunt truth.
What was the nature of the mistake?
It was a twofold error. My diagnosis was wrong, and the administered dosage was too strong.
Why not stop practicing?
Are you mad? I killed that man, I admit it, and it won't happen again. I have saved so many lives since then.
Still took a life.
Who was this patient?
I don't know. Some sick man from the docks, maybe a fisherman. I had no time to talk with him. No one claimed a body.
I will cover for you, Dr. Tippett, by keeping what happened to Mr. Connor to myself.
I don't know what to say, actually. I can't exactly force you to become my accomplice.
You didn't force me. This is my decision to make. I believe you're still of use to the hospital, considering the situation.
Then I can make you this promise. As soon as the epidemic is eradicated, I will resign.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
Bring the medicine to Dorothy Crane, the patient room. Where is the patient room?
Too much energy for so little result.
Is it here? Yeah.
I will not let you down, my boy.
Finally, you've returned, Doctor. Did you find anything of value?
Yes, nurse.
You've worked your first miracle, Doctor. Now, this patient here needs immediate treatment.
Duty calls. When the storm has passed, I'll show you how to mix the remedy yourself with the same basic ingredients.
Many thanks, Doctor. When you've finished, you ought to report to Dr. Swansea in his office. He's been looking for you. Seemed pressing.
Diseases that resist the blood quality of a citizen. Use the correct medicine to heal them. Speak to the patient in the room behind Dorothy to check his medical status. Okay. This should be you, right? Am I right?
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Can I help at all?
No.
Really? Why are you here?
I don't want to talk. My throat hurts too much.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here. Is someone taking care of you?
Yes. And no.
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Mortimer. Mortimer Goswick.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
You are not a burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Goswick.
I don't want to talk, Doctor.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
Talk to Elgar Swansea. Remember, citizens below will provide you with a massive SP boost. Look for citizens of a mesmerized level or below and choose wisely.
The giant wall disguised as the hospital.
Please, Jonathan, come in. Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, A brand new life? How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea, but my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world of fusions, a vampire. I might say a gift from heaven.
I'm a dead man. I was murdered. Now I'm a murderer. Tell me how this is a gift.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
I'm not some doe-eyed student, Edgar. I understand we both have something to gain from this relationship.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
Well, guys, you know what? I'm gonna end the stream right here. I'm gonna call it a stream. But stay tuned, guys, because next stream we'll go interrogate this Lady Ashbury. But anyway, guys, thank you all so much for tuning in, for stopping by, for clicking on this video, for clicking on my channel. Thank you all so much. This stream will go on my YouTube page as well, so stay tuned for that also, guys. If you enjoyed the stream, which I hope all of you did, then please, I will highly appreciate if you guys would just hit that follow button and also subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. Guys, as I said before, guys, I love to stream for you guys. Just shows how much love I have for you all, and I really would like to keep on shooting for you guys, but in order for me to shoot for you guys, I need you guys' support. So please feel free to refer my channel, help my channel grow out. Refer my channel to your friends, family members, co-workers, uncles, aunts, neighbors, you name it, guys. Just help me out, guys. Just help me out, and I will do my best to entertain you guys each and every single day and bring you guys some fresh new content as well. So I have to say, guys, we did a lot today. We had a blast. I'm gonna get some rest. Until next time, guys.